Evil is a concept that has perplexed humanity for centuries, and Stoicism provides a lens through which we can understand and address it. At its core, Stoicism encourages us to maintain calmness, clarity, and control in the face of challenges, including those posed by malicious individuals. Recognizing evil is not always an intellectual process. It is often an instinctive realization that arises when actions betray intent. Evil is particularly unsettling because it often exists where we least expect it, in familiar spaces and trusted relationships. This betrayal can create a sense of confusion and vulnerability, making it all the more important to approach such situations with resilience and reason. This exploration delves into the tactics malicious individuals use when their true natures expose. Guided by Stoic principles, we will uncover the behaviors they exhibit, from manipulation to isolation, and provide practical strategies to protect your peace of mind. The Stoics remind us that while we cannot control the actions of others, we hold the power to control our reactions. By understanding these signs, you empower yourself to face these challenges with wisdom and strength. Join us as we examine 8 distinct behaviors of malicious individuals and discover how to navigate these situations with grace and composure. In this exploration, we delve into the signs that reveal the tactics of evil individuals when they know their true nature has been uncovered. Drawing from Stoic principles, we examine how they manipulate perceptions, project negative energy, and exploit relationships, all in a bid to regain control. The Stoics teach us to remain anchored in our values, to trust our instincts, and to protect our peace of mind against such influences. By understanding these signs, you equip yourself with the tools to face such challenges with resilience and wisdom. This video will explore 8 distinct behaviors exhibited by malicious individuals and provide insights grounded in Stoic philosophy to help you navigate these situations effectively. Stay with us as we uncover these patterns and learn how to maintain composure and clarity in the face of manipulation and deceit. Sign number 1, manipulating reputation. When malicious individuals realize their true nature has been exposed, their first instinct is to manipulate their reputation to regain control over how they are perceived. This manipulation often involves a calculated effort to rewrite the narrative of their actions. Instead of taking accountability for their behavior, they shift blame to others or present themselves as victims of circumstances beyond their control. The ultimate goal is to erode your confidence in your judgment and make you second-guess what you know to be true. One common tactic they use is storytelling, crafting elaborate narratives that portray them in a more favorable light. For instance, a colleague notorious for spreading harmful gossip might suddenly adopt a narrative of self-reformation. They could share tales of personal hardship or newfound wisdom, creating a veil of sympathy to obscure their past behavior. Such stories are not only designed to gain your empathy, but also to make it more challenging for you to confront them about their actions. Marcus Aurelius, a renowned Stoic philosopher, once remarked, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." This highlights a profound truth. Our perceptions and judgments shape not only how we see others, but also how we respond to their actions. When facing manipulative individuals, this principle reminds us to guard our thoughts and focus on clarity, ensuring that we act with reason and integrity rather than being swayed by their distortions of reality. This insight highlights the power of perception, which malicious individuals exploit to their advantage. By altering how others perceive them, they aim to control not only their reputation, but also your understanding of the truth. In response, Stoicism teaches us to remain anchored in objective reality. Clear judgment and emotional detachment are essential tools for recognizing these manipulative tactics. Observe their actions carefully, as actions often reveal intentions more honestly than words. By staying composed and focusing on factual evidence, you can resist their attempts to manipulate your perception. Remember, genuine transformation comes with consistent, observable change, not just words crafted to fit a convenient narrative. By maintaining your composure and refusing to be swayed by their manipulative stories, you not only protect your peace, but also set a boundary against further deception. The ability to see through such tactics is a skill that strengthens with practice and mindfulness, enabling you to handle similar challenges with confidence and wisdom in the future. Sign number 2, emitting negative vibrations. One of the subtle yet profoundly unsettling ways malicious individuals reveal their discomfort is through the energy they emit. This shift in their demeanor, though not always overtly visible, creates an atmosphere of tension and unease. It's often said that energy doesn't lie, and in the case of evil individuals, the vibrations they emit become an unspoken confession of their true intentions. These vibrations can be thought of as a blend of emotional cues, nonverbal communication, and intuitive signals that alert us to potential danger. When evil people know you've uncovered their true nature, they may unconsciously project hostility or discomfort. You might notice sudden changes in their tone of voice, body language, or the way they interact with you. These shifts can feel invasive, as if they are attempting to reestablish control by creating an environment of discomfort. Scientific studies on energy fields and emotional resonance provide insight into why we often feel the presence of malice before we can articulate it. This sense of unease isn't just emotional, it's physiological. The human brain is wired to pick up on micro-expressions and subtle behavioral changes, which contribute to the gut feelings we experience around certain people. Epictetus, another Stoic philosopher, famously said, "People are not disturbed by things, but by the view they take of them." For instance, if someone spreads negativity in your environment, instead of allowing their behavior to upset you, you can choose to perceive it as a reflection of their internal struggles rather than a personal attack. This shift in perception empowers you to remain composed and focus on your response, rather than reacting impulsively to their actions. This principle reminds us that while we cannot control the energy others emit, we can control how we perceive and respond to it. When faced with these unsettling vibrations, resist the urge to react impulsively. Instead, take a step back and assess the situation rationally. Use this discomfort as a tool for greater clarity. It's a signal that something is amiss, guiding you to protect your emotional boundaries. By cultivating mindfulness and maintaining your inner peace, you can navigate these interactions without being drawn into their negativity. Remember, their behavior reflects their internal struggles, not your worth or character. Stay grounded and let their energy pass without disturbing your equilibrium. Sign number 3, lying to cover lies. Deception is a common tool used by malicious individuals, and when their true nature is exposed, they often intensify their dishonesty. Instead of admitting fault, they create additional layers of lies to obscure the truth. This strategy resembles a web of deceit, where each new falsehood supports another, aiming to confuse and mislead their target. For example, someone caught in unethical behavior may fabricate a story to justify their initial actions, painting themselves as a misunderstood victim. This tactic diverts attention away from the wrongdoing, making it harder for others to confront them. Epictetus, a foundational Stoic thinker, observed, "It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows." This highlights how habitual lying traps individuals in ignorance and prevents self-awareness. Malicious people often refuse to confront the reality of their actions because doing so would dismantle their carefully constructed facade. Stoicism encourages us to focus on facts and evidence when faced with deceit. By maintaining clarity and refusing to engage with manipulative narratives, you can protect yourself from being drawn into their web. Truth has a way of surfacing, and a calm, steadfast approach helps ensure that deceit holds no power over you. Sign number 4, exploiting relationships for personal gain. One of the most telling signs of a malicious individual is their approach to relationships. For them, connections with others are not built on mutual respect or genuine care, but are tools for personal gain. When their true nature is exposed, this behavior becomes even more apparent. They shift their strategy to exploit your kindness, goodwill, or forgiveness to maintain their advantage. Before their mask slips, these individuals often appear as supportive friends or reliable colleagues. They are quick to offer help, share in your successes, and even show concern for your struggles. However, this facade crumbles once their ulterior motives are uncovered. Their true intentions surface. They were present not out of sincerity, but to benefit from what you could provide. They use emotional manipulation to keep you engaged, often appealing to your empathy or guilt. For example, consider a coworker who constantly seeks your help on projects, citing their struggles or lack of expertise. Initially, you might feel compelled to assist out of camaraderie, but over time, it becomes evident that their requests are one-sided. They take credit for your work while offering little in return. When confronted, they might resort to apologetic or sympathetic tactics to regain your trust, only to repeat the cycle. Stoic philosophy offers valuable insights for navigating such relationships. Epictetus emphasized the importance of distinguishing between what is within our control and what is not. While you cannot change their behavior, you can control your response. Set firm boundaries and communicate them clearly. Recognize the signs of exploitation and withdraw from relationships that drain your energy or compromise your values. By prioritizing genuine connections and refusing to engage with manipulative behavior, you protect your emotional well-being. The absence of such individuals in your life is not a loss, but an opportunity to invest in healthier, more meaningful relationships. As you strengthen your ability to recognize and respond to exploitation, you cultivate resilience and clarity, hallmarks of the Stoic mindset. Sign number 5, playing the victim. Another common tactic employed by malicious individuals is playing the victim. When exposed, they seek to shift the focus away from their actions and onto themselves. By portraying themselves as victims of circumstance or other people's actions, they attempt to elicit sympathy and deflect accountability. This behavior is both manipulative and insidious, as it preys on the natural human inclination to help those in need. For instance, an individual caught in unethical behavior might claim they were forced into their actions due to external pressures, such as financial struggles or personal hardships. They may exaggerate or fabricate stories of suffering to gain your empathy. Their goal is to make you question your judgment and feel guilty for holding them accountable. Stoicism teaches us to approach such situations with clarity and reason. Marcus Aurelius advised, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." When confronted with someone playing the victim, resist the urge to react emotionally. Instead, focus on the facts and maintain a balanced perspective. It is essential to differentiate between genuine vulnerability and manipulative victimhood. Look for patterns in their behavior. Are their claims consistent with their actions? Do they take responsibility for their mistakes, or do they always shift blame? By asking these questions, you can discern their true intentions and avoid being drawn into their narrative. Remember, your empathy is a strength, but it should not be exploited. By setting boundaries and holding individuals accountable for their actions, you protect both your integrity and your peace of mind. Malicious individuals may attempt to weaponize your compassion, but with mindfulness and a commitment to truth, you can navigate these challenges with confidence and wisdom. Sign number 6, pretending ignorance. When confronted about their actions, malicious individuals often feign ignorance as a way to avoid accountability. This tactic involves acting as if they are completely unaware of the harm they have caused, turning the conversation into a psychological game. By pretending not to understand, they shift the focus from their actions to your explanation, forcing you to overexert yourself to prove the obvious. For instance, when you call out someone for spreading rumors, they might respond with, "I had no idea that upset you," or "Why didn't you tell me sooner?" These statements are designed to invalidate your feelings and make you doubt your reaction. It's not that they don't understand. They choose not to acknowledge their behavior to protect themselves from consequences. Epictetus highlighted the importance of controlling our perceptions, saying, "Men are disturbed not by things, but by the views they take of them." When facing such tactics, it's essential to remain calm and focus on the facts. Recognize their feigned ignorance for what it is, a deflection meant to shift blame or evade responsibility. Instead of engaging in their psychological games, clearly state the facts and hold your ground. Avoid getting drawn into unnecessary debates or over-explaining yourself. By maintaining your composure, you prevent them from manipulating the situation further. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what is within our control, in this case, our response. Let their feigned ignorance be their issue, not yours. Sign number 7, manipulating through guilt. One of the most insidious tactics malicious individuals use is manipulating others through guilt. They understand that guilt's a powerful emotion, and they exploit it to control your actions and thoughts. When they know their true nature has been exposed, they might play on your sense of responsibility or empathy to regain influence. For example, they may say things like, "I thought you were my friend," or "How could you think that about me after everything we've been through?" These statements are designed to make you feel guilty for recognizing their harmful behavior and to compel you to re-engage with them on their terms. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. When faced with guilt manipulation, remember that you are not responsible for their actions or their feelings. Your decision to hold them accountable is not an act of cruelty, but of self-respect and integrity. To counter this tactic, maintain firm boundaries and remind yourself of the truth. Acknowledge your emotions, but do not let them dictate your actions. Guilt is a natural response, but it should not be exploited. By focusing on your values and the principles of Stoicism, you can navigate these situations with clarity and confidence. Malicious individuals may attempt to use guilt to weaken your resolve, but your strength lies in your ability to stay true to yourself. Protect your peace of mind by refusing to engage in their manipulative tactics and by prioritizing your well-being over their attempts to control you. Sign number 8, isolating you from others. One of the most dangerous tactics malicious individuals employ is isolating their targets from their support systems. When they sense that their true nature has been uncovered, they aim to cut you off from people who might offer perspective or assistance. This strategy is about control. Limiting your interactions with others ensures that their version of events remains unchallenged. For example, imagine a colleague who begins spreading rumors about you to your teammates after realizing you've seen through their manipulative behavior. They might frame you as untrustworthy or unreliable, subtly turning others against you to erode your support network. Alternatively, in personal relationships, they might tell you that certain friends or family members don't truly care about you, planting seeds of doubt to make you question your closest bonds. Stoicism provides powerful tools to counter this tactic. Marcus Aurelius reminded us, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Recognizing their attempts to isolate you is the first step in reclaiming your autonomy. Focus on strengthening your genuine relationships and seek out those who align with your values. It's also crucial to question the narratives malicious individuals present about others. Are their claims consistent with your personal experiences? Trust your instincts and evaluate situations based on evidence, not their manipulative words. By maintaining open communication with trusted friends and family, you can counteract their isolating tactics and reinforce your support system. Remember, isolation thrives on secrecy and doubt. The more transparent and connected you remain, the less power malicious individuals have over you. Stay anchored in your principles and resist any efforts to sever your meaningful relationships. In doing so, you protect your well-being and reaffirm your independence. One of the most dangerous tactics malicious individuals employ is isolating their targets from their support systems. When they sense that their true nature has been uncovered, they aim to cut you off from people who might offer perspective or assistance. This strategy is about control. Limiting your interactions with others ensures that their version of events remains unchallenged. Isolation can take many forms, ranging from overt actions, such as spreading rumors about you to your friends, to subtler methods like sowing doubt about your closest relationships. They may say things like, "I don't think that person really cares about you," or "You can't trust anyone but me." The goal is to make you second-guess your connections and rely solely on them for emotional or social validation. Stoicism provides powerful tools to counter this tactic. Marcus Aurelius reminded us, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Recognizing their attempts to isolate you is the first step in reclaiming your autonomy. Focus on strengthening your genuine relationships and seek out those who align with your values. It's also crucial to question the narratives malicious individuals present about others. Are their claims consistent with your personal experiences? Trust your instincts and evaluate situations based on evidence, not their manipulative words. By maintaining open communication with trusted friends and family, you can counteract their isolating tactics and reinforce your support system. Remember, isolation thrives on secrecy and doubt. The more transparent and connected you remain, the less power malicious individuals have over you. Stay anchored in your principles and resist any efforts to sever your meaningful relationships. In doing so, you protect your well-being and reaffirm your independence. Recognizing and dealing with malicious individuals is never an easy task, but with the wisdom of Stoic philosophy, you can navigate these challenges with clarity and resilience. Each of the 8 signs we've discussed, manipulating reputation, emitting negative vibrations, lying to cover lies, exploiting relationships, playing the victim, pretending ignorance, manipulating through guilt, and isolating you from others, reveals the tactics of those who aim to disrupt your peace and control your perception. Stoicism reminds us that while we cannot control the actions of others, we have complete power over how we respond. By focusing on what is within your control, your thoughts, emotions, and decisions, you can maintain your inner peace and act with integrity, no matter the circumstances. Remember, your value is not determined by the opinions or actions of others, but by your steadfast commitment to truth and self-respect. Protect your energy, set firm boundaries, and let go of toxic relationships that drain your well-being. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." What tactics have you encountered from malicious individuals, and how have you applied Stoic principles to overcome them? Share your experiences in the comments below. We'd love to hear your insights. Thank you for joining us on this journey of self-discovery and resilience. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on Stoicism and personal growth. Let's continue to cultivate strength and wisdom together. See you next time.